Hello, dear friends. Myself, Sudarshan Patil. Today, we are going to learn how to write an email. As you know, friends, email has become now one of the most important channel of communication. When we are doing various types of business communication, this particular platform, this particular channel is preferred because it is very fast and you can easily access it anywhere. If you are having a smartphone laptop with you, you can immediately see your email at any time. As you are using the laptops, even you are using smartphones, you might be knowing that how to write an email. But through this particular lecture, we will understand how the structure, layout, then what are the tips of email writing, and even we will learn some etiquettes of email writing. See, actually, dear friends, business emails are a pillar of modern communication. Every day, those who are working in a corporate field or even in a government offices, they receive a lot of emails. Even all these employees reply to those mails. While we send lot of emails, many of them, what happens, are not that much effective. So to bring the proper effectiveness in your email, you need to follow some rules. Actually, these days everyone's inbox holds those difficult to read or process emails hanging around because the recipient is unclear on how to reply or act. Don't let that happen to your business emails. Etiquette, style, and formats are essential to writing of emails, which will bring into the proper result. Actually, this lecture will highlight the best practices and walk you through an effective business email step by step. By integrating all these methods into your email preparation, you will able to write better emails and improve overall communication. So let us see what is email. Email means full form the electronic mail, the message sent from one computer to another computer. Here we can say nowadays we can send email through one smartphone to another smartphone, one laptop to another laptop by using internet. Means internet is the basic facility which is required to send a mail. Using a set where mail addresses is defined as an email. It is one of the most widely used features of internet. It gives the facility to send and receive messages from anyone with an email address anywhere in the world. Means if you know the email address of a person, you can send him email wherever he may be. Either he may be in the US or UK or any part of the world. You can share the information through mail. So this is one important thing that you need to know, that email can be used at any place at any time. Just only one condition is required, that you should have that particular gadget and an internet facility. See, dear friends, that before writing an email, one must ask a 4 question to himself. What are those questions? Let us see. First question is, who is my receiver or reader? That you must know who is your receiver, who is your reader. Analyze your receiver. If you analyze the receiver, then it will be easy to draft an email. If you don't know about your receiver, if you don't know who is your reader, then you will be in a difficult situation. The next, what is the purpose? Why you are writing the mail? Whether you are replying to complaint or you are writing an email as a job application. So you must know the purpose. Once the purpose is defined, It will be easy to draft the body of the mail. So second important question, that what is the purpose? Is this email essential? Sometimes it happens when you are going to work into the business environment, that is it necessary to send this mail? Ask this question to yourself. The next question, is email appropriate? Means after writing, drafting, and structuring, ask a question to yourself, is email appropriate? If you are satisfied with these 4 questions, who is my receiver or a reader, what is the purpose, what is the objective of the mail, is this mail essential, is it necessary to send this mail, and is email appropriate? Means appropriateness. If you are satisfied, then start writing your email. Now let us see what are the tips for writing emails. What are the tips? First one is a very essential, that is be brief and to the point. Means conciseness, be brief, in a short. Do not make your email longer than it is required. Remember that regarding an email is harder than reading any book or any printed material. And long emails can be create a boring, what we can say, your reader will get bored because of your long messages. So to maintain the readability of your email, you have to keep your email brief and to the point. Do not hit around the bush. Just what exactly is required, what is the objective of email. Go directly to the subject, touch the subject immediately, and be specific. This is first tip for writing an email, and be brief and to the point. Second, use correct language. Means avoid grammatical mistakes or any punctuation mistake, and even vocabulary. Select proper words and use correct spellings. Improper, see dear friends, improper spelling, grammar, punctuation, if it is used wrongly, it will create bad impression of your company, and it is about you also, because you are, if you are replying it, your image will also get your image also get damaged because of this. So it is also important that you have to follow all the language rules in the correct manners. See, if you are writing emails with no full stop, no commas, there is no punctuation, then of course your impression will be bad. So use correct language. Then reply quickly. See, through email we can communicate fast. The purpose of email is that one should get the replies quickly. So it is your prime duty, once you receive a mail by somebody, by your customer, by your junior, by your senior, or by your colleague, immediately what you need to do, that you have to reply appropriately. So third is reply quickly. Next, do not attach unnecessary files. See dear friends, if you are sending your job application letter through email, then of course you, with your job application letter through email, you have to attach your resume, then of course some necessary mark sheet for the verification of the interview panel. So they should verify whether you are qualified or not. But if you are unnecessary attaching the documents which is not related with your job application letter, what will happen? Your impression will become bad. So what is the purpose of the email? Check it once again and relate and attach those documents only to your email. Even give file names to your attachments. Next, read the email before you send. This is one important thing. Review your email before sending it to somebody, because if you read it 2-3 times, what will happen? If there are any mistakes in your email, you can edit it, you can correct your mistakes in those in that mail. But once you have sent, it cannot be reverted back. So this is very essential rule of writing email, that read the mail before you send. Got it? Next, use proper structure. See, we are going to learn the proper structure of the email, means the body of the email, then where to sign, then subject line, all these things we are going to learn. So use proper structure of the email. Next, avoid lengthy messages and information. See, do not use lengthy messages, because email, as I said, it is not in a printed form. So to maintain the readability, avoid lengthy messages, be specific, even focus on the particular purpose and the objective of the email. So avoid which can create a boring mood in the mind of your reader. Try to keep the sentences to maximum 15 to 20 words. Actually, email is for a quick medium, and it requires a different kind of a writing than letters. So you have to take care of this, that even writing a letter is a different skill and writing an email is a different skill. So avoid lengthy writing in email. Next, one of the most important thing, that do not share any confidential information through email. If you are working into the any company on the key post, you may having some confidential information, figures, some future plans, some budgets. So such a kind of information cannot be shared through email. So avoid sharing confidential information through email. This is one of the most important step that you have to keep it in your mind. Then avoid writing in capital letters. Sometimes that you feel that my mail should be read very seriously by the receiver. So sometimes you write it into the capital letters, but this is not according to the etiquette of email writing. So avoid it. Write everything into the proper language rules, grammar rules. Wherever capital letter is essential, put it into the capital. Right? If you are writing everything into the capital letters, it will create a wrong impression, and it doesn't look good at all. See, one has to maintain the aesthetic look of email also. Aesthetic, the appearance of mail should be also in a proper way. Next is use of active voice. Do not use passive voice. For example, our representative will help you. You will help by our representative. Avoid using passive voice. Always use active voice. It maintains the readability of the email. So you have to practice this. Sometimes what happens, you use passive voice. The passive voice creates boredom. Always maintain the active voice in your email. Check the next and the last one. It is most important tip for you people, because in future you are going to work as a professional, as an engineer, or as a key person in the various firms or for even software companies. So see, check mailbox daily and in working hours. Daily check your mailbox so that you can come to know whether you have received any important mail from your client, from your customer, or from your senior, or from your colleagues. So this is what we can say a modern generic skills. We can say modern important skill that you have to check your mailbox daily. You have to reply those mail. You have to attend the email box daily. And when you are in a working hours, it is your prime duty that you should check your email box frequently, so that no one should get ignored. So these are 11 tips for writing emails. Let us read it once again, and we'll switch over to next point. See, first, be brief and to the point. Means focus on the objective. Don't just do the hitting around the bush. Do not elaborate unnecessary things. Be brief, be short. Use correct language. Means follow the grammatical rules. Grammar is the skeleton of the language. Avoid punctuation mistakes, then grammatical mistakes, spelling mistakes into the email. Reply quickly. This is one most important thing, that if your customer asks you something, if your boss asks you something, that your prime duty that you have to attend the mail, you have to reply it quickly. Do not attach unnecessary files. Sometimes you attach unnecessary files, uh, which is not good, which can create a wrong impression. So what documents are essential? Those documents you need to attach. Read the email before you send. Once the mail is sent, it cannot be reverted back. So read it twice, thrice, and send it. Use proper structure. Follow the structure, like salutation, then body of the email, right? Then sign off, closing, then sign off. So you have to follow that structure of email writing. We are going to see our next point is what is structure or content of the email, actual email. Then avoid lengthy messages and information. Do not write lengthy messages information into the email, because email is what we can say, it is in a it is not in a printed form. So to maintain the readability on the screen, your messages should be short and sweet. It should be in a minimum words, minimum sentences. Do not share confidential information through mail. As I said, do not share the important figures, your future plan of the company, or future project of the company through confidential, through emails. Avoid writing in capital letters. See, if you want to bring the attention of the reader, sometimes you write into the capital letter, but this is not a good etiquette of email writing. Through your language skills, you have to convey your information to the reader, but do not write into the capital letters. It looks very odd. Use active voice so that the readability of the email will be maintained. Do not use passive voice. Check mailbox daily and in working hours. As a professional, as an engineer, or as you are going to work into any key post, follow this habit that check your mailbox daily. And when you are in a working hours, check it frequently so that nobody will be remain unattended, right? So these are the tips for writing emails. Now let us switch over to next point. Contents of email, right? What are the contents of email? We'll learn that. Yes, of course. It starts with subject line. You have to keep your subject line into the just 4 or 5 words, and use the keywords, use the important words into the subject line, so the attention of the email receiver will be gained easily. Then salutation and greeting. When you are writing the formal email, don't be a casual. Use proper, professional, and concise greeting, concise salutation. It is always preferable to the address the recipient using their name, but it may not always be possible. Sometimes you don't know the names. So to avoid any mistake or to avoid the confusion, you can simply write dear sir, madam, dear customer, or dear colleagues. So use proper salutation and greetings while writing email. Then next important thing is the purpose. When you are writing actual email means body of the email, we can say mention the purpose, means explain it properly, describe it and discuss it into the short sentences. Do not write in the lengthy sentences. Again, I'm telling you, explain it why you are writing the email, then describe. If you are writing about the any problem, describe that properly, describe it. Got it? So these three keywords, explain, describe and discuss, it should be there into body of email. And before writing the email, write that email on the paper so that it will be very easy to type it. Your message, your email should be well planned and organized. Got it? But see, body of email, it should include the proper planning and organization of information. It should be well planned, organized, and there should be proper logic. Then closing. The closing message simply indicates that the email is complete. So how you can close the email? By saying thanks and regards, best wishes, goodbye, thanking you. Such a things, such a remarks, such a messages we can write for closing the email. In sign off and signature, at the end you need to write your name, or even you can put down details of your post which you are holding for your company. Sometimes it may include the title and organization of the sender. An email signature card can be even created, which may be used each time when the email is sent. So this is about sign off and signature. Then the last, attachment and links. Any reference attachments or links must be included in the email. Either name the file so that is clearly identified, or include the document title. Means what you have discussed, what you have explained, if it requires some support at that time, you need to attach the important attachments and the links. So even you have to give the names to the attachments. Means if you are sending a word file, give the name to the word file, or even you can share the links through attachment, and the Last one is that review. As I even explained into the deep, once your email is composed, do not click send yet. Take a moment to review your email, check for grammatical or spelling errors. Reviewing is very essential because once the mail is sent, it cannot be reverted back. So read 2-3 times and send it. So these are so this is what the content of your email. You have to keep it in a concise form. Let us check once again what is there in actual email. First of all, of course, subject line. It should be of 4 or 5 words. Then salutation and greeting, dear sir, dear madam. Then the purpose, that in purpose, these 3 verbs are essential: explain, describe, and discuss. And your mail should be well organized and well planned. And closing message, the closing message simply simply you have to write like thanks, thanking you, best wishes, goodbye, or regards. Then sign off and signature means you have to include your title and then your organization, etc. Then at the end, attachments. Add the attachments to support your email. Whatever you have discussed into the email, if it requires the attachment and for further information it requires the link, then add it into the email. Got it? And at the end, review, you have to take the review. So let us see what exactly is the window of email. Hope you are getting it. See, here you have to write from. It will come automatic when you will open your mail ID and when you compose your mail, it will be there. Then to, of course, you have to write it here. You have to type it, recipient's email ID, right? Actually, you need to type it and you have to write it accurately. Otherwise, it will be either bounce back or it will go to somebody else. So in the to, you have to take care that it should be correct one. Then CC means other individuals receiving the same mail with visible IDs. Got it? The simply we can say the CC line may include the email address of the person who is to receive a copy of that particular email. It is an optional line. It is not compulsory. The receiver in the CC field should be aware that why they are receiving a copy of the message. So CC, got it? Copy communicated. The full form of CC is copy communicated. And next is BCC. What is BCC? BCC means blind copy communicated. See, BCC is blind copy communicated and CC is copy communicated. Other individuals, what is BCC? Other individuals receiving the same mail with invisible IDs. Here in the CC, visible IDs, and in the BCC, invisible IDs. Simply we can say it is also it is also an optional line. It can include the email ID of anyone who is to receive a blind copy of the message. It is used when a copy of the mail is to be sent to the other recipients without the knowledge of the main recipient. Got it? See, here is the main recipient, to recipient's email ID, and here is the blind, we can say blind copy communicated. Got it? Hope there is a proper clarification of all these concepts. To means exact person to whom you need to send an email. CC means you are sending a copy to the persons whom you need to give an idea about this email. Then BCC is what? Blind copy communicated. Hope. And it is when it is used when a copy of the email is to be sent to the other recipients without the knowledge of the main recipient. Understood? Next is subject, and I hope that you are using this, because as you are engineering students and you are techno savvy, and the smartphone has made you very smart. But i'm explaining I'm explaining this email writing to make you more smart. See, next is subject, title, or the reason of writing email. Then actually body of the letter, in that you can use a salutation, then all those things which we have covered. Salutation, then body, closing, and uh, ending statement, then attachments and signature line, etc., all those things. So this is what actual email. Hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt, please raise your doubts through WhatsApp, and even you can call me. Thank you very much for attending this email writing class, and hope you are enjoying it. Take care and good day.